Good day everyone, especially to you ma'am. We are the group 4 and our topic today is all about anxiety disorder. So before that, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Kadit Dimel. So anxiety disorder. Anxiety is a psychological disorder characterized by excessive negative emotions such as nervousness, tension, and worry, which can cause distress and disrupt a person's normal life. So, has a negative impact on your day-to-day life or are difficult to manage and feeling the need for help. So, an anxiety disorder is a type of mental condition. If naa ka an anxiety disorder, so you may respond to certain things and situations with fear and dread. Kahadlok. Maka-experience pud ka og physical signs anxiety which is pounding heart and sweating. No, as normal to have and some anxiety. So, what are the difference? What are the difference between anxiety and fear? So, anxiety is an uncontrollable, is dili nimo mapugngan sa emotional state. So, fear is an emotional response to a recognized external threat or a real danger. So, unsa man gid ang kalainan sa fear and anxiety? So, fear and anxiety is murag same ra sila, pareha sila responsibility which is ang kahadlok. Fear is madlo ka sa butang nga kabalo ka kung unsay mitabo is nana sa imong brain nga kanang like for example matubang na nimong iro. Syempre ma-identify na gid mo nganong mahadlok ka. Syempre kasi mapaakon ka or something sa iro. Sa anxieties, lisod mo siya ma-identify unsay cause nganong mahadlok ka. Possible man good, wala pa rin nabuhat mo. Kung dili mo siya ma-identify, like, gikan lang siya sa imong thoughts or madlo ka sa nganong madlo ka mo gawas kay madlo ka sa mga tao or mahadlo ka sa mga public spaces. So, mao na mga instances na pwede mag-cause anxiety. Usually, pag mahadlok ta, may mo siyang pwede siya mag-cause pwede siya lead siya into phobia. Pag anxiety, may mo pervasive, pwede siya mag-lead into a disorder such as generalized anxiety disorder or commonly term is GED. So, pwede ka nang pag mabati na nato ang inana, kailangan na gyud nimo nga magpa-check o feel na nato nga dili na nato mabuhat ang mga butang na usually nato mabuhat or gaka-cause na sila harm sa ubang tao or sa ato or dili na ta maka-communicate with sa ubang tao. So, types of anxiety disorder is generalized anxiety disorder or commonly termed GED, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD, specific phobias, and post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD. Generalized anxiety disorder or commonly termed GED is excessive worry and anxiety can manifest as restlessness, difficulty concentrating, irritability, muscle tension, jitteriness, deep disturbance, and unwanted intrusive worries. So, this is when you worry a lot about many things, even if there is no reason to. It's like having a constant feeling of being anxious about everything from work or school to your health, relationship, family, your futures. It can make it hard to relax or concentrate on tasks because your mind is always busy worry about what might go wrong. Kani siya is like di pa kung performance sa imo is like wala kay self confidence ka nang gaka-worry ka basig mali imong gi-performs mo nang gusto nimo confirmation sa ubang tao nga kung okay ra bang imong gi-perform kay kulang ka og self confidence. Next is obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD individual experience constant thoughts or fears known as obsession which are anxiety provoking and unresolved, while compulsions are irresistible urges to engage in behaviors such as constant hand washing or compulsive counting, touching, checking. OCD is when you have recurring thoughts or fears. Obsession that causes you do certain behaviors, rituals, compulsions to try to ease the anxiety. It's like feeling like you have to do something over and over again, even if it doesn't make sense or takes up a lot of time. For example, you might constantly check the locks of your doors or wash your hands multiple times a day. This OCD is like gusto kag kanang perfectionist bitaw. Kanang gusto kag limpyo, imuang kuan nga nang gusto ka sige ra kag hugas bisag limpyo na gusto nimo nga mas kanang mas gusto, feel nimo nga hugaw pa. Gusto nimo is limpyo. Panic disorder is a condition characterized by recurring intense fear of panic attacks, often accompanied by symptoms like sweating, chest pain, palpitation, and choking, often causing a sense of impending doom. Is when you have a sudden and intense feelings of fear or panic, often without any warning. It's like feeling like you're having a heart attack or going crazy, even though there's nothing physical wrong. Panic attack can be scary and overwhelming, and they can happen anywhere and anytime. Kani siya is maka-encounter man gid ni nato is like kanang sa tradisyon to sa uban is kalitar tag makulbaan, which is like kung sakay tag bus kalitar tag makulbaan kay feel nato is nay mahitabo. Ang post-traumatic stress disorder, or commonly termed as PTSD, a severe psychological disorder resulting from traumatic experience, often resulting in lasting frightening thoughts and emotional numbness. Frightening is kaimong such as sexual or physical assault, the unexpected death of loved one, or a natural disaster. Now, for me, the word post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, is a condition that can be developed from traumatic experience or a very terrifying event in your life. So for me, I've been experiencing a worst experience having a natural disaster. Murag bagyong Yolanda ata to siya. So we back in when I still in elementary in a Santana Elementary School, and I've experienced a very painful and unforgettable memories because during that time we've been stopped of around 9 to 10 11 hours because so na is kanang abi na mo is dili ra kay siya hipit nga pagkabagyo. So that time is kanang rescuers officer is nanawag na kay nami sa paadto dool, so di alam kay nag-flood siya. So that time it's really unforgettable, and until now kung maka-witness ko og bagyo or a very big flood, so dili na ko malimtan ang naitabo before. So that I consider a post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD.
Good evening everyone, I'm Jeffrey Hakalan and this is my assigned topic. Specific phobias are intense, realistic fears of a specific object or situations such as snakes, heights, or flying, characterized by exaggerated fears. So, ang specific phobia is isa ni ka anxiety disorder na isa bitaw kata na sobra ka hadlok sa isa ka sitwasyon or sobra nga kahadlok na bitaw sa isa ka insekto o sa mga tag-as nga lugar o sobra kahadlok sa dugo. Makuha ni na phobias is sa mga traumatic experience sa bata pa sila. Grabe jud ilang kahadlok pag ma-encounter nila nina mga butang or sa isa or ma-encounter nila na sitwasyon. And this is the some of example of phobia. Number 1 is nyctophobia, the fear of darkness. Number 2 is hemophobia, the fear of blood. Trypophobia, the fear of holes. Cynophobia is the fear of dogs. Arachnophobia, the fear of spiders. Acrophobia is the fear of heights. And astrophobia, the fear of thunder or lightning. So, gipili na ko nina mga phobia is mo gyud ni kasagara nato na makita sa tao nga na sila phobia or kahadlugan. Sobra ilang kahadlok. Social anxiety disorder. This is also called social. It involves overwhelming worry and self-conscious phobia. everyday social situation, the worry often center on a fear of being judged by others or behaving in a way that might cause embarrassment or lead to ridicule. So kani sila is dili ni sila mahilig socialize sa ubang tao. Kanina anxiety disorder sobrang nila kahadlok sa mga social situation or interaction. Ang mga tao na naay bitaw social anxiety disorder is na sila kahadlok, sobrang kahadlok nga husgan sila or katawan sila or dili sila dawaton sa ubang tao. Ug mawala po lang ability nga makigistorya ug makig-socialize or makig-interact sa ubang tao tungod ani nga anxiety or anxiety disorder.
Types of anxiety according to Freud. 1. Reality anxiety refers to fear or real dangers in an external world. Example, a person might fear a dog bite when they are near a menacing dog. 2. Neurotic anxiety refers to fear that instinct will get out of control and cause the person to do something for which he or she will be punished. For example, bali ang neurotic anxiety maol na ni sila ang mga buang nga tao nga wala na saktong pangunahuna na di na kakontrol unsa ilang pagbuhaton sa ilang kaugalingon tungod sa sobraan na nasa anxiety parehasa ng buang nga magububo na sa dalalan. Moral anxiety is the fear of the conscience. People with well-developed superegos tend to feel guilty when they do something that is the contrary to the moral code by which they have been raised. Example, kaning madlok siya ingon or report sa tinuod nga naitabo or mutudlo kung kisay sad-an bakaha kay basi na may tabo sa yaha presa nang sa prisuhan baka nang istorya sila sa pulis kung kanang drugs lugar na dili sila mutugan kinsay leader judana kay sa ilang unaw na sigdamayon ilang pamilya bali na consequence may tabo kung itugan sila sa tinuod. Anxiety disorder and criminality. Among offenders with antisocial personality disorder or APD, the presence of anxiety disorders may increase behavior problems and limit participation in offender rehabilitation programs and working training. People with APD and anxiety disorders have high rates of help-seeking behavior, and untreated anxiety disorders may also increase the risk of substance misuse, which in turn increases the risk of repeat offending. 3. Delusional disorder, false belief. Delusional disorder is sometimes referred to as a paranoia. Delusions are false, sometimes even preposterous belief that are not the part of the person culture. One might think he is the Jesus Christ, another Napoleon. Delusional disorders derives from the Greek word paranos or paranoia. Para means besides, while nous means mind, or in other words, it refers to mind besides itself. The term paranoia was previously used to describe a number of the observable phenomena, including delirium associated with fever, delusional jealousy, and being overly suspicious.
So let's proceed to the types of delusional disorder. Delusional disorder is a type of psychotic disorder. When we say psychotic disorder are type of serious illnesses that affect the mind. people who have it can tell what is real from what is imagined. So there are 3 types of delusional disorder not included in the DSM-4 TR. First is the delusion of control. It is the thought that the actions of others are being controlled by some outside force. For example, a person believes others are trying to control their thoughts or behavior. Another example is a man might believe that the waitress are poisoning his food. Second is the delusion of reference. So this refers to the belief that the certain events and happenings are directed at oneself. For example, kanang sa mga song sa radio or kanang sa mga poster is kanang nagtuo ka nga na about siya sa imuha, or kanang message sa media are directed siya sa imuha personally. Lastly is the delusion of self-accusation. This delusion involves the unfounded belief that one is guilty of wrongdoing or has committed terrible sin despite lack of evidence or rational justification. Like for example, you witness a car accident and you think that you are responsible for it but had no involvement in. Like gina-blame nimo imong self, for example sa mga natural disaster like mag-earthquake.
There are 3 types of causes of delusional disorder, which is genetic, biological, environmental, and psychological factors. So let's discuss first about the genetic. So genetic, it is involved of the causes of delusional disorder because isa siya sa rason nga nung ka-delusional disorder ako sa katao. For example, is na usa ka members ng family nga na in any klase nga mental illness. So there are possibilities na ma-adapt to nimo siya. For example, is imong parents or imong parents nga na in any klase nga mental illness. So there are possibilities nga makuha nimo to siya nga klase nga mental illness through their genes to your parents. And the second is biological. So biological are the researchers are studying how delusional disorder might happen when the parts of the brain are not normal. So for example, one is like sa relationship, like anong magselos ang usa nimo ka partner. So for example, is ang imong sa Paris is gikan siya sa past relationship nga gibinuangan siya sa iyang Paris, like nang cheat iyang Paris. So there are possibilities nga mag-overthink to siya nga pwede to buhaton sa iyang bagong Paris, like sa iyang bagong uyab or sa iyang asawa nga pwede to buhaton sa iyang asawa ang gibuhat sa iyang Paris before or sa iyang uyab before. So diya din magsugod nga magka-delusional disorder ang usan katao tungod ana nga pangunauna bitaw, like nang mag-overthink nga pwede buhaton siya outro. So there are possibilities nga magka-delusional disorder ang sa katao tungod ana nga rason. And the last is environmental and psychological. So what is environmental and psychological? So environmental and psychological is evidence suggests that stress can trigger to the delusional disorder, and also the alcohol and drugs also contribute to it. So stress isa kuno siya maka-trigger sa delusional disorder. Like kung for example is na delusional disorder ang usa ka tawo, is pwede to siya ma-trigger if mas stress ang usa ka tawo. So dili lang kay stress ang maka-trigger sa delusional disorder, is apil pod ang drugs, alcohol. So if na delusional disorder ang usa ka tawo, na possible nga ma-trigger to siya when the person is using the drugs and alcohol.
Good everyone, today I will be continue discussing the delusion and criminality. Delusion disorder may be uncommon, but they are a reality. Those suffering from delusional disorder may seem harmless or eccentric until they commit crime. So, ano nga ba ang delusional disorder? Ang delusional disorder, maaaring hindi karaniwan ang mga delusion disorder. Ngunit ito ay isang katotohanan. Ang mga dumaranas ng delusional disorder ay maaaring mukhang hindi nakakapinsala o sisira hanggang sa gumawa sila ng krimen. So, kapag ang isang tao ay may delusional disorder at ito ay malala na, maaari silang gumawa ng krimen gaya ng pagpatay at iba-ibang klase ng krimen. So, pumunta naman tayo ngayon sa criminality. Ano nga ba ang criminality? Criminal behavior is sometimes motivated by delusional thinking. So, kapag ang ating isipan ay nadala na sa maling paniniwala, ay maaari tayong gumawa ng isang krimen. For example, a person with persecutory delusion may act violent in preemptive perceived self-defense. So, talakayin muna natin ang persecutory. Ano nga ba ang persecutory? Ang persecutory, a belief as if someone is against you. So, ito yung uri ng kaisipan na akala mo yung ibang tao ay ayaw sa'yo or may galit sa'yo. For example, ako ay naglalakad sa daan tapos may nakabangga akong isang tao at inakala ko na may galit siya sa akin kasi hindi man lang siya nag-sorry at bigla ko siyang sinuntok. Without knowing na pipi pala yun o hindi nakakapagsalita. So, yun ang persecutory delusion. So, let's proceed. Those with a romantic delusion may stalk the object of their delusional affection, and those with jealous delusion may seek retribution for perceived identify. Ang romantic delusion ay isang kaisipan na ikaw ay sobrang may gusto sa isang tao, halimbawa sa celebrity, at parang gusto mo itong palaging nakikita, ini-stalk mo sa FB kasi ikaw ay humahanga sa kanya. At sa jealous delusion naman ay ito yung ikaw ay nagsiselos sa iyong hinahangaan na tao or artista. Ang jealous delusion ay ito yung pangunahing sanhi ng pagkakahiwalay ng magpartner or magjowa dahil sa inaakalang or pag-aakalang ang kasintahan niya ay mayroong ibang lalaki or ibang pinagpapantasyahan. Kaya ito ay nauuwi sa hiwalayan or pagtataksil. So, let's proceed. Mental illness in general is observed more often in prison than would be expected in a general community sample. So, ang sakit sa pag-isip ay pangkalahatan ay mas madalas na nakikita sa bilangguan kaysa inaasahan sa isang pangkalahatang sampol ng komunidad. So as we can see, marami talaga ang nakikita natin na naroon sa mental hospital kasi ang mga may sakit sa isip ay ginagamot doon at yung iba naman ay nakikita pa rin dito sa labas o sa general community kasi delusion pa lang ang iniisip nila at hindi pa masyadong sira yung utak. Kaya ganun na lang ang sistema nila. Thank you for listening and God bless everyone.